Well, hey, we are here at Gunner's Firearms with Maggie. Maggie, it's always so good to talk to you.
Welcome back, Mark. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Gunners.
Yeah. So we're laughing. So we'll share with you what we're laughing about. So we're talking about just the strange phone calls you're getting lately about the Supreme Court. So what do you get? Because you'd think people call and say, "Hey, I'm wondering if you have this gun," or did my order come? But what are the strange phone calls you're getting lately?
Oh my gosh, all of them. So my favorite strange phone call of all was, "Hey, do you sell lasers?" Yeah, we sell lasers, like the attachment, like laser guns, like not bullet guns, laser guns. Like, what video games have you been, what Starship Troopers movie are you watching that you're laser guns? Yes. No, not that one. I have no idea where that one comes from, but
how often do you get that call?
About once a year.
Really? And
it's a different person every time, but
you
once
ever
a
thought
year.
about saying something like, "You looking for one out of Star Wars or one out of Star Trek?" Because we get both.
So I'm like, well, I've got this sometimes, and in the past I have gone, well, I do have the Spaceballs Calico Liberty, and those shot some pretty wicked lasers in the Spaceballs movie, but at this time, I haven't seen one of those in years and years and years. But there was, at one time, we had like 3 of them in rifle and in handgun format.
Too bad the guy didn't call then.
I know, right?
Or you could say, we actually have the lasers from Star Wars, but and they're running about $2 bajillion. But come on in. And then invite me up. I want to see this whole thing. I want to come see how this plays out.
Oh, I just imagine, and I shouldn't do this, but I just imagine that they have just been so cloistered away in their little room of whatever apartment building or house or basement or garage apartment that they are in, and all they sit there is they get their information from the computer and the TV screen. And hate to say it, but the internet and TV kind of lie to us. It's not what you see on TV. Real world is very much so different. Yes,
fiction happens.
Television is
fictional art is real.
90% fiction. Just imagine it's 90% fiction. And then go from there. Like, okay, there's a grain of truth in this somewhere. We'll suss it out.
Sure. So what else you get? Laser guns.
Laser guns. Recently, it's the Supreme Court ruling. So
nice. That's fun. So people want to know what you know about the Supreme Court?
Yes, because I am absolutely BFFs with the entirety of the Supreme Court and the U.S. government.
Well, and that Clarence Thomas helps around the counters around here at the store, doesn't he?
Right? And Joe Biden has been into every gun store in the entire U.S. And so is his son, too. So, oh my gosh, no.
So what are they asking specifically?
So specifically, it's like, okay, so everything's legal now, right? The Supreme Court had a ruling and they decided everything's legal, right? Well, no. Did you read the document, sir? Well, no, but see it, whatever news source or whatever media source that I've gathered this from, and I watched a YouTube video on it, and it says that I can have this now and everything's okay. Well, no, you got a little bit of the information, right? You didn't get all of it, and you're going to have to discern on some of these rulings whether or not you really want to, if it sits okay with you or not. Like, just because the Supreme Court has said that bump stocks are not illegal, do you need one? What purpose does it serve? And at some point, if they turn around, because we do have a country full of lawyers willing to argue and change rules or rewrite things to get around rulings, and just in a way that makes it more favorable to them. So what's to stop them in another 10 years or less from rewriting the rules and changing it again? And now all of a sudden, once again, the thing that you have that you thought was legal is now illegal?
Well, we saw that with the arm brace, and it's been back and forth so many times.
Yeah, and so now it's like, it's legal again. It's not legal again. It's legal again. Well, there's an injunction on it, which means it's technically not illegal, but it's not legal because there still hasn't been a final ruling on. And
well, or it may be that it got through a certain appeals court division, so unless you live in that district, it only applies to people in that district.
Exactly.
Or something like that. Yeah, it's very confusing.
You have to read those very, very, very carefully. And I did not pass the bar exam. I am not a lawyer. I am not qualified to answer any sort of legal advice or information on that. I can just tell you,
these are the guns we have, and here's how you buy
that's
one.
right. And I can tell you what our store policies are. So, I mean,
what are they asking about Hunter Biden? Like, why would they call a gun store to ask about Hunter Biden?
Oh, look, did they take the Hunter Biden question off that background check form yet? Which is the Hunter Biden question, sir? Oh, the question about the illegal drugs and lying on these forms, and I'm not filling out a gun until they change these questions on. Oh, like, just wait. They give us new forms like every 6 months, and we have to memorize new ones anyway. So, hey,
the Hunter Biden question.
Just, how did Hunter Biden pass this if this is all the questions they're asking? And his dad will just pardon it. Oh, God, we hear everything. Get your tinfoil hats and come to the gun store.
Although I could appreciate his honesty of saying, because you would be foolish to fill that out, and be addicted to drugs, because you might run into trouble.
These forms are, they are in your favor as much as they are against you if you lie on these forms, because that is like, that's exactly what they are used for. They are used in court. They pull those forms and they use them to determine, oh yeah, you said you were buying this specifically for you, and then you turned around and you gifted that immediately to someone who was not able to do it for themselves, that couldn't pass it, or so then that comes back on the person that bought the gun as well as the person who was gifted the firearm. There's so much to unpack in that, and people that are judging others for once again we're back to the judgment at the counter. So,
well, gosh, interesting. So you got laser beams, Supreme Court, Hunter Biden, or laser guns. Sorry.
Laser guns. Give me your laser guns.
That's what I should title this video. Laser guns.
I want the laser
Supreme
guns.
Court and the Hunter Biden question.
Jeez Louise. What's great is when you get them like one after another in quick succession or something like that. Usually I'm the one answering the phone, so my cousin's looking at me like, where do you come up with these weirdos? How do you get involved in these conversations with people? I'm like, I don't know.
That's awesome.
I think most of the time, I think people are just trolling me. They're just, so I'll just sit there and, okay, all right back at you. I don't care.
All right. Well, gosh, anything particularly strange standing out before you sign off?
No more weird than the rest of us.
All right. Well, gosh, thanks for sharing that. It's funny, the calls you get. I love it.
It is absolutely amazing, the calls I'll go through my notebooks and I'll come up with some stuff a little later, I'm sure. But I'll start keeping track from here on out.
Of the strange questions I get asked. That'd be great. We'd maybe do a top 10 strange questions you get asked for the gun store. That'd be a good one. All right. Well, gosh, thank you so much. And we'll just keep on chatting.
Okay, all right. Until next time.
All right.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.